How's it going, Shaq?
I'm fine. How are you? I'm all right. It's what do the kids say? I don't even think the kids say. I guess the kids' parents say it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just saw something on Twitter where it was someone had taken it from TikTok and posted it on Twitter, and it was a whole thing about how older millennials write in such a particular way in their bio, where it's like um writer, cat mom, with a period on after each thing.
Yeah.
Um and they said it's giving blog. And I just saw a bunch
Wow.
of what I guess were old millennials just being like, "Oh, how dare they read me like this?" And I didn't think that this was going to thing that this would be the thing that would let folks know that I'm getting old and blah blah blah. And I was just like, "Yo, this is internet shit. This is who cares how a child writes their bio, and who cares what they think about how you write your bio, and who cares." That's
so
that's where I am. So that's
okay,
what.
so you're in a good place. You're
Yeah,
in a
I'm in
good
a good
place.
place. I'm in a good place.
I'm curious how am I supposed to write my bio to sound young? Like, am I like no
I
periods? Is
think maybe you're just
punctuation not a
supposed
thing?
to use a lot of emojis. That's the thing is I don't I read that thing and I'm like, honestly, I don't really see what the problem is with the way people have been writing their bios. And also, I mean, if there is some new way that young people are writing bios, I'm sure I'm not seeing it because I'm pretty sure I'm not looking at your shit anyway because you're a child.
Word. Basically.
And then I also kind of think like, no, I don't think there is some newfound way. I think it's just something that someone said. There's nothing wrong with a blog. I mean, I think people are literally going back to that kind of thing anyway for in order to have actual discussions and shit. So, or they're on TikTok. I don't care what the children are doing. I think is the thing. And if you saw that and you were like, oh, drag me, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, pick your thing, I guess. Pick your thing. But I don't know. I guess maybe a younger person, maybe Gen Z, is using a lot of emojis.
Yeah,
And I
I don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know what that shit means. And I know I don't know what that shit means. So I don't really like, I'm just like, all right, this is probably some 23-year-old. And then I keep it moving. But to just be like older millennials, like put what they are in their bios or something. And I'm like, I mean, it seems like a practical way. I mean, I don't know. It's very strange. It's just the energy of someone who's new to a thing calling out someone who's been there longer and how they do things. And they're just like, no, that this is how we do things now. And I'm like, you've been here like 45 minutes. I don't care how you do things. Like, unless it is something that's going to help on the back end of the technology, I kind of don't care what you're putting down.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I told you a while back, I scrolled through my very first communications on Facebook, on Zanga, and
Yeah.
I don't want to communicate like that guy. That was wild.
Right.
Um he capitalized a lot of random letters. I still don't understand fully what the goal was.
You mean like in the middle of a word?
Yeah, there was definitely like letters that like I don't know why this is capitalized.
Oh,
Like
wow.
I know it was the first letter on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
I also used J U when I was saying you, like yo Jew.
But
Yeah, yeah.
was the J pronounced like like, why were you saying that? Were you trying to
I
put
don't
a
know.
Spanish accent in your
That's what I
word?
was trying to think. I'm like, I don't talk Spanish like that. So I don't think that was the angle, but I know I did it. I also used a lot of like like Mobb Deep stuff, like I would say done
Oh,
when
sure.
I was saying son. And like I was like, this is wild. Like I had to like really like I remember like I speak slang today, but like I was reading it and I was like, yo, I gotta really try to know what this kid was saying. Like, yo. And I'm amazed that like this was like me like talking to girls that like I'm like, yo, this girl must have really liked me. Cause she had to translate this shit
Right.
to figure out what this kid from East New York was saying. Cause I was saying this to like women at Baruch. Like I was like 18 talking to some like woman who like immigrated here and she's learning English properly in class. And this knucklehead in baggy clothes is saying this shit to her in the email on Hotmail. Like
Yeah.
it was wild. It
Did
was wild.
you did you talk like that in
I did
person?
I don't think I did the J thing. I definitely know I spoke like I still use slang, but I definitely used more back then.
Uh-huh.
Um and I definitely know like I know I did it rebelliously. Like I felt like the fact that I was in college and that I went to a prep school prior to that, like I wanted to like kind of balance that.
Oh, so you were going very hard. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You were going super
Yeah.
hard to make sure people knew you were from the streets.
Right. So I was like, nah, this can't be like my brand. So I went the other way. But this is too much. I was reading that shit, like, this is crazy. Like, there's no way this is like legible, you know?
Yeah, that's funny. I mean, when I text people, I use punctuation. So when I end a sentence, I put a period on it. And
Yeah.
I've been hearing for like years that if you use periods, you're the feds. Like that like people will read something with a period at the end and then they go, "Why are you mad at me?" And I'm just like, "Look, you see what you want to see. I see where punctuation, I see the end of my sentence and you see a whole judgment situation."
Yo,
Like,
my brother says I text like an old man. And I tell him like, nah, when you see punctuation, I see responsibility. Okay. That's all that is right there. That's what's changed.
so
Okay.
yeah, so no one's going to get me to change my bio. Nobody with a fucking demon emoji is going to get me to change my bio.
At all.
Also,
You know,
they're not even using good emojis. Like I'm a firm believer in picking emojis that aren't used a lot. So for a long time, I was
oh,
throwing fried shrimp and everything.
I like that.
Partially because I do love fried shrimp. But and then I also used the owl because it was my favorite bird. It's not my favorite bird. I just thought of the bird emojis. It was very like, why would
Oh,
she send that? What does that mean? That she's up all night? I just would put that in.
I like that.
Yeah. So just I think it's time to just start picking random emojis, ones that don't get play, so that they at least still have a shot.
Throw them in the mix.
Yeah. So that they're not phased out for some reason. And now
Yeah, I
you're like,
remember like
damn, I needed that pelican. Well, you should have used it when you could.
you would have known it was there,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I think you were and a few other people helped me find the empanada emoji like alternative. I forget, like it wasn't like it's like another. It's supposed to be something
It's like a
else.
dumpling
Yeah,
kind of.
and
Yeah.
you could use this and they'll kind of get it. I
Yeah.
rocked with that. Yeah, I like that. You got to take over. Low key, who doesn't rep the album? You're like Wise Chips. They really got to put the album more out there.
I guess so. But honestly, owls have been co opted by a lot of hipster type stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like if you were going to make some sort of hipster design, I don't know. There's a lot of owl stuff, and it seems to be geared kind of towards hip people, or it was a few years ago. And then those people just kind of ran with it. And so you'll still see like purses or needlepoint or things with owls, and you're just like, that's cool, but also was it extremely trendy like 5 years ago, and now people will look at it like it's behind a trend, or do you really
Uh,
love owls like that? You know what I mean? Every once in a while, there's some animal drawing that's just like, this is what it's about.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and so owls had that moment.
Oh damn! I
And
missed all that.
yeah, it's it's I don't know exactly what it might be now. It might be some sort of dog, or I mean, cats are a perennial, but you know,
Huh?
it had a moment, and it in such a way that I don't know if Wise could have. And also,
They can't get it back.
Wise aren't everywhere.
Yeah, word. I think that's why they ain't take advantage. I feel like they got bullied out of the owl game because like right when they was starting to pop on the East Coast, Tootsie Roll came out with that 1, 2, 3 owl commercial. You know, like how many
Oh yeah, how
licks
many
is
licks to
yeah,
the
you
right?
know. He did 3 and then he counted it off and I was like, oh, that's she owned the owl game.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean
and
that's kind of the universal American owl. I mean, they still
wow,
play that commercial when it's necessary. I think.
respect, longevity.
I think so. So yeah, you kind of have to hand it to that owl. That's a year round hustle.
You know, this week, I had trouble with my internet a couple days ago, and I went a little off on Twitter,
I did see that.
and
Well,
I feel like
I also have to use that internet provider, so I understood your pain immensely.
yeah.
Yeah, because
So
they are
like,
terrible.
yo, I went through it, but I will say they responded
Oh, did
through
they?
Twitter. Yeah, they hit me up through Twitter. They told me what the issue was, and they told me when it got repaired. Like this dude Carl kept me up to date. What up, Carl? You know what I mean? So like to your point, I only think Carl responded to me because I have periods in my bio. If you got like some wild bio, like you a 12-year-old kid, they don't care what you tweeting out there. Carl wouldn't have hit you up, you know?
No, they responded because you were on Twitter.
Yeah, but I
Now,
was on
I
Twitter
don't think
with a
the
bio.
bio I don't think the bio matters, because I've
Nah.
seen people with reckless bios getting mad at something, and they end up getting it's honestly, Twitter is really the only it's becoming the only results based customer service contact.
Yo,
Like,
that was incredible.
I mean, it is incredible, but it also means that all these people see you having a problem with this company.
Yeah.
It kind of fucks up your timeline a little bit. If you're just doing jokes, and then suddenly you're like, sorry about this, but United Airlines, and it's like, oh boy, you don't. It's just out of nowhere. So it is kind of, but it is unfortunately the only way right now, the main way to get any sort of results.
I tried to stay on brand as much as
Yeah,
possible
no, I mean,
while making my
it
complaints.
didn't step outside of what you were doing. I mean, you did quote a Music Soul Child
Yeah.
song in one of the tweets to
I
them.
thought that was solid, yo. I was impressed.
Yeah, it was something. I'm like, well, I mean, I hope this is the one that works.
It was.
Much like I
Real
hope
talk.
it worked for Music Soul Child. I hope it works for you.
That was the tweet that got the response. I quoted music twice, but the first one was the one that got him. I was like, yo, that's why when I tweeted afterward, I was like, yo, thanks, Carl. You know, solid employee at said cable company and a Music Soul Child fan. You know, you gotta love it, yo. There's good people out there, Sha. That's
Yeah,
all
I
I'm
guess
saying.
so.
You know, I got hope for Carl. I got hope for these kids and they weird,
They're weird.
you know,
Yeah, I want
tweet
them.
rules and bios.
I want them to have their own weird little language and their weird little bios and all that shit. And then I want them to leave the older millennials alone. I want people who are older to quit trying to figure out what it is the young people are doing. We're never going to figure it out. I mean, did we forget what we were like when we were young? It's not going to let them fucking do their thing. And then just try to embarrass them. The best you can do is try to embarrass the youth. That's the most fun. It's much
Hell
more
yeah.
fun trying to embarrass youth than trying to figure out what the fuck they're saying. And then just let everybody have their way that they talk. And then that way, when you try to lie about your age, you can't because your bio gives it away or something. That's kind of how I ultimately feel about it. Like, basically, young people, mind your damn business. Get off my lawn. All of that. Ain't no one call for you.
Damn it.
So go away.
Stay in your place.
Yeah.
And I'm starting a blog.
Yeah. Start a blog.
And
See
what?
how easy that is. I don't see why. Y'all out here putting your full lives doing video blogs.
Word.
And then want to talk shit about actual blogs just because I want to
Damn it.
use punctuation instead of filters or whatever.
You know?
I get it.
Yeah, long term it took me to learn how to properly use a semicolon. You don't think I'm not going to use that
Okay.
shit? I'm throwing them shits whenever I can. I look for opportunities.
Exactly.
Okay? You ain't stopping me. All of them joints. Let's get into the news, Sha.
Mm-hmm.
Kicking this off. You want to kick off some of these? I know some of these was yours.
Well, I'll do this first one because this one, it's kind of a, I don't want to say it's an inside baseball thing. I believe our listeners know that we are both stand-up comedians. And that occasionally, you know, we have some stand-up comedian-based news, and this was one of them.
Yeah.
And this actually, from the time, I mean, the minute I saw this story, I added it to our list, and then days have passed, and I have a little more intel.
Oh.
All right, this story is T.I. hits the stage as a comedian in debut stand-up performance video. There is a little clip that I think was on IG stories that his girl Tiny took. It's either a clip or a picture of him on stage, presumably telling jokes. And Tiny, his wife, I think they're still married, captioned the picture, this guy adds stand-up comedian to my love's resume, and he's just getting started. So
get you a woman like Tiny, man. That's what's up.
Okay. Yeah. And so the piece is T.I. dabbles in another form of entertainment. Southern rapper T.I. is now a comedian, or at least that's what his wife Tamika Tiny Harris' latest IG story implied. A video she posted was filmed from the perspective of an audience member at a lounge. T.I. can be seen taking the stage wearing jeans and a hoodie, performing a stand-up routine about relationships and cheating.
Yo.
Okay. All right.
Talk about what you know, T.I.
Not exactly. That's, I mean, first rule of stand-up.
Oh, he nailed it.
I mean, you ain't wrong. Not much has been said about T.I.'s supposed new career path, but someone who attended the show said that his debut set was 40 minutes long. Okay. The reason Gastor is losing his shit right now is because as stand-ups, we know that if the first time you go on stage, you talk for 40 minutes, you've just wasted 50 minutes of everybody's time. The 10 minutes it took you to talk your way onto the stage, and then the 40 minutes that you spent talking. Can you believe 40 minutes? T.I. talk for 40 minutes. Now, look, I'm not saying T.I. can't talk for 40 minutes. He has a podcast. I get it. But but in the stand-up world, you've got people, you've held them captive, basically. You've got a captive audience because he's not going on the shows where he's booked. So people don't know he's going to come there. So people are coming to see a number of comedians, right? And now someone comes on, they bump people off for 40 minutes. Now, I'm sure you've heard of other comedians doing this. Dave Chappelle, Dane Cook, plenty of people, you know, I had to follow Jerry Seinfeld once. You know what I mean? Like, plenty of folks come through. Jim Gaffigan, they come through, they drop in. Mulaney, they do a little bit of time, though, because they're comedians. Or if they're Dave Chappelle and Dane Cook, they do hours because they're trying to set records or something. And but they're comedians, so they're going to, on some level, be funny because they already went through where you're struggling to get your 5 minutes. Now you got to do 8 to 10 minutes. Now, hey, can you do a 15-minute guest spot? Hey, can you do a guest spot, or can you feature for me? It's like 20, 25 minutes. Okay, can you do a 30? We may film you doing a 30. That whole thing that I just outlined to you can take someone 10 years 10 years.
Oh my God.
It can take people 10, 15 years to have a solid 30-minute set.
Hell yeah.
This dude went up there and went up for the first time 40 minutes. Now, anybody that I've met who's when they're talking about they started out and the first time they went on stage, they talk for like 25, 30 minutes. I'm usually catching them in the beginning of their career because they think that's a flex.
Mm-hmm,
and it wasn't necessarily enjoyable.
Yo.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God. I'm stunned. Like that is just wild.
That's wild.
40 minutes.
40
Because this is the combination of like newbie excitement with a weird amount of confidence on the stage because of his other career. Like it's one of the times when being comfortable on stage is a negative because he's so comfortable on stage. He doesn't realize he's bombing because you shouldn't be hearing laughs at a rap show.
Right.
So like any chuckle he gets, he's like, oh, I'm crushing this shit. You know? He don't understand. Like, yo, 40 minutes is wild.
40 minutes is wild.
My good, like the greats do like an hour every like 18 months. And they talk to you about how like, yo, I got divorced because I did this 3 times in a row. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not supposed to be that prolific.
Right.
Coming up with new material for a whole hour every year. T.I. said, nah, I got this day one. Ready. Whole 40 coming out the bag right here. I understand that if you work hard for 10 years, Comedy Central gives you a half hour. I got that today. First day out the shop. Let's go.
Also, he's making, I would be remiss if I didn't finish this interview after the 40 minutes long part. I just want to go ahead and read for our listeners to let them know what else is going on with T.I. and Tiny. In 2021, T.I. and Tiny were accused of sexually assaulting several women. Over 20 women in different states came forward and claimed that they were drugged and violated by the duo. Some of the allegations date back to 2005. Some of the charges against them have since been dropped. However, many people sided with the women. Just want to make sure I put that out there so that we don't forget what we got going on here. I want to give the full spectrum of T.I.
Come on, T.I.
Yikes. But also, he really is trying to do it. He has since shown up to other shows in Atlanta and done time. And I
mean, it's just not going to be good. It is what it is.
Like, yeah. I mean,
that part I'm fine with. Like, I legit fully, like, you want to be a comic, be a comic. You want to go up on stage, do it. It's going to suck. It's okay. It's day one. But, yo, you gotta, 40 minutes?
Yeah, you got to know it's going to suck.
Yeah.
And you got to know it's going to suck. And so when you are someone who probably has captivated his friends with funny stories.
Right.
And so he's just going to go up there and tell those stories. But the audience ain't your friend.
At all.
Audience don't know you. Like, you can't go up there and tell a story and then say, like, you know how I do. No, we don't. We don't know how you do. Sounds like you do terribly.
Seriously. We know how you do on beat. You could do that.
Also, bro, would you do a 40-minute song? Come on.
Word.
I know you like big words, but that's not enough. Anyway. I just had to put that out there.
40 minutes, bro.
So if you're a stand-up comedian listening to us, and I don't know why you would be. Why? Don't do that.
You're busy doing one of your own these things.
Yeah,
you know?
Just watch your back. Gastor, watch your back.
Yo.
T.I.'s coming.
Yo, real talk. I'm a fan of your music, my G. But if you bump me at a show and you talk for 40 minutes, we throwing hands. Like, on God, on everything. Your 5'6" ass will get laid out.
5'6", you are being very generous.
Whatever you are, homie, it'll be the only time in my life I'll punch down. Literally. You are out of your mind. 40, what is, wow.
40 minutes.
Wow. The audacity. I'm over here. Yo, the shit is shot on, I wasn't even gonna put this out. I got a show tonight and I'm in my head. I was like, y'all should try like 3 new jokes today. Like, I'm in my head about that shit, about like wasting 3 of my 10 minutes
Right.
at this show. And this dude, the audacity to go out there and say, I'm gonna give y'all a hot new 40.
40 minutes.
Never done it before. Whole lot.
40 minutes.
Yo.
Wow. Anyway.
You believe all of those songs you sing. Every single one of them joints, yo. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense, yo. Oh my God. Yo.
Yeah.
T.I, you different.
You different, T.I. But he's not that different. I've known people off the street who when they said they first did stand up, they're like, yo, I did a mic. I was up there for like 20 minutes killing. I was like, there was no way in hell you were doing your first time out, you were killing for 20. Were you with your coworkers? Like, what are you talking about?
I did 7 minutes my first show. It went very well because half of the crowd was my family.
Right.
You know? Yeah, it should go very well. You know what I mean? And it was 7 minutes, and that was still like 5 minutes too long.
Right.
You know? That is wild. And of everyone at the shows, all like newbies, I'm the only one still doing stand-up.
Yeah.
So that shows you all the levels right there. Like, I had a hot 2 minutes out of the 7 that I thought was popping, and I'm the only one that's been able to leverage this into a career.
Look, when I teach my classes, you know, at the end of a class, you do a class show, and it's usually like a 5-minute set. And so, like the last class that we do, I'm like, okay, let's run through your sets, and I'm going to time you so that you know what 10 minutes or what 5 minutes feels like. And you know, half of them are just like, that was 2.5 minutes that you did. And they're like, oh, you know, and they think they had like just pages on pages, but they ran through it so quick. And then other people, it's like, that was 8 minutes you just did. And they're like, oh, and I'm like, yeah. So let's figure out where we can cut some of the things where you just repeat yourself like 9 or 10 times. You know what I mean? Like there's something to it. We ain't just up there talking.
Yeah, B. Every time T.I does a set, I'm making a rap song. On God. I'm gonna make a new rap song every time T.I does a set. I'm putting it out. And I'm gonna get like I'm gonna register like a Spotify name that's like really close to his. Well, you know, just so like it get confusing, like TIIP or some shit.
Well, you know? If I could give any sort of props, it's that he did not just book a spot and then come out and do comedy. That he's literally going around to smaller rooms in Atlanta and going up. He's got a couple of comics who are with him who are like, hey, my man's here, wants to go up. You know what I mean? Like doing that kind of thing. He's going to smaller rooms. But
all right, that's dope.
Yeah. So he's got half of the but
and like real talk, if T.I did like, if he did a 5-minute set,
look,
people would vibe with that just because like he would like people would be excited about that, and it would leave a good taste in people's mouth because of the fact that it was short and T.I trying something new.
Right.
The 40-minute thing is like you wear out all the goodwill.
All of the goodwill. At 20 minutes, it's gone.
Yo.
And then you did double that.
You know? Like every minute he went over, like I'm deleting songs from my playlist. Like just out of spite. Like you ain't getting none of my streaming money. No more.
Oh my God.
Yo. The hubris. Yo. Yo.
I knew you'd love that. I knew you'd love that.
Oh my God. Yo, respect, man. Like I want that kind of confidence in life, yo. In other news, Disney fans stood in line for hours to snag this dragon-shaped popcorn bucket. That's right. The release of a purple Figment bucket was teased on TikTok, causing massive lines across Epcot as the park's International Festival of the Arts opened last week, Sha.
Yeah.
The Epcot International Festival of the Arts kicked off at Disney World and with promises of art exhibitions, innovative performances, and limited edition food and beverages. But after seeing pics of the video the long lines that were stretched throughout the Epcot Center. A lot of the weekend's guests were less than interested in the American adventure being served at the artist table or the disassembled entries at the disconstruction disc. That then they were in getting a plastic bucket shaped like a cartoon dragon.
Yeah.
The
Go ahead.
biggest hit of the weekend was a $25 Figment popcorn bucket, which came with the plastic wrapped serving of multicolored popcorn. If you've forgotten, the Figment is the winged purple dragon who appears throughout Epcot's long-running Journey to Imagination ride. Depending on which news outlet or social media feed you read, people waited anywhere between 2 to 7 hours in line to get their hands on one of the buckets, which were first teased on Disney Parks' TikTok account earlier this month.
Yeah, people
Jesus
waited
Christ.
in line up to 7 hours for a plastic bucket in the shape of this purple dragon that's in an Epcot movie.
Yo. What's wrong with y'all, B?
I know. I mean,
7 hours?
7 hours for a popcorn bucket?
Come on, man. You could have seen 10 T.I. sets of comedy. Okay? What are you doing with yourself?
Yeah, I guess T.I. actually went out and entertained them while they were online. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. That is madness. I can't do that. I never did the line thing like that. I can't vibe it. Especially not for cause like to me, like if I'm doing the line, like it's cause I'm getting something for free. Like I'll do that. You want me to do a line to then give you money? Like that's just crazy. Like, oh, if I get to the front, I'm gonna get inside. Cool. If I get to the front, you win something. But I'm doing a line to give you money. I don't understand that. It's money and time. My money is my time. I can't give you both of those.
Okay, well, here's a paragraph that may make you change your mind. There was a 2 bucket per person limit on any Figment popcorn purchases, and unsurprisingly, a fair few of them have already been listed on eBay. As of this writing, the starting bids for Figment can range from around $50 to $1,500 buy it now price.
Yo,
the bidding
respect.
on a bucket described as slightly damaged has reached $31, and some enterprising chancer has listed a 6-pack of Pop Secret for $14.99 with the word Figment on it. Like what?
Yo, that's real. Yo, if I see a Figment on StockX, I'm gonna be so heated. All right, leave that for sneakers, okay?
I mean, it's for anything that is rare because this was a limited edition thing. So by last Monday, some Disney insiders had started to report that the Figment buckets were sold out. And they had signs up in their windows. Figment premium popcorn buckets currently unavailable.
Yo.
Oh, wow.
This is madness.
I don't know. I'd like to think that this is just like COVID mania showing itself in different ways, but it's not. COVID don't have to be here for people to line up for a $25 plastic bucket of a dragon.
Seriously.
But we don't,
and I don't see one person talking about the popcorn.
No.
Nobody said that shit tastes
good.
No
one probably ate it. They probably dumped it immediately. Or they just never opened it so that they could go ahead and resell it, and you can buy it with stale popcorn in it, stale multicolored popcorn.
Oh my God. You people weird, yo. Y'all are out here bugging, yo. I can't. I'm sorry. Like, I'm going to start judging y'all. Just like you do shit like this.
You're going to start judging. Well, welcome to where I am. I've been holding
back this whole time. Oh my God. The loose monkeys that broke out in Pennsylvania have been found shot. That's right. All the loose monkeys were accounted for on Saturday night after 3 escaped following a crash on Friday in rural Pennsylvania.
All loose monkeys have been accounted for, everyone.
Oh, yeah. They spotted all of them joints.
Put away your knives. Put away your torches. All the loose monkeys are present and accounted for.
The crash occurred in Montour County's Valley Township when a pickup towing a trailer with the primates turned in front of an oncoming truck and was hit. The trailer separated from the truck and 3 monkeys escaped. Pennsylvania State Police Trooper Andrea Pelichek said Friday that the vehicle was carrying 100 monkeys.
This,
So,
I mean, in a way, this is starting to sound like a math problem, but
oh man,
and also this is a story that's been going on for like a week, right?
Yeah.
And so they just have to keep updating these articles whenever a new monkey was found. Because again, there were 3 of them that got loose. And then they found one, and then there were still 2 of them, and they had a whole thing of like, hey, if you've seen 2 monkeys, please call. Would you give us a call?
Yeah, if they put pictures of the monkeys and you gonna recognize them.
Right.
Like, oh, nah, the other monkey I've seen, he's cool. No, but this monkey.
Yeah. I saw 2 different monkeys. They weren't those.
Oh, man. The last thing I read is I was hearing they got euthanized, which, like, I feel like that's fucked up. The monkeys ain't do nothing wrong. You know, like,
no.
Why are you gonna take a monkey for getting out?
Yeah, I mean, they were going to a lab. They were being taken to a lab.
Right.
But I didn't hear that. I just heard that they were still loose. But and then like I heard the initial 3, and then I saw 2 where they were just like, hey, can someone just give us a call if you see these damn monkeys? And then like a few days ago I heard it was just 1 that was just out there, and I was like, run, bruh, live your life, fucking like get fill out a resume, like get a job, find a nice partner, you know what I mean? rent a condo, like do it up.
Yeah, man, get a 401k.
Yeah, like really, just
live life,
do stuff, travel, I guess, more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess now they found them all, but I don't know what, like, I don't know if the monkeys already had stuff.
That's what I'm saying, like, because like while you killed it, like there's nothing that changed,
right?
Like if the monkeys were out there, if they had stuff, they should have been euthanized before, right? But they were gonna do something with them,
right?
So like if you caught them, do the stuff that you was gonna do anyway. Like nothing's changed.
Yeah,
like, it's not like
I don't know.
Yo, like this monkey was out here fucking. He caught some STD or something. Like what was the monkey doing?
Right.
They were like, yo, we gotta take you out.
I bet that they just kind of left it. Let's see. This says, asked if the missing monkeys had any health problems. The trooper said it wasn't clear. We're asking everyone to stay away from the monkeys. If they see one, call 911 immediately and get away from the monkey.
I think the monkeys like damaged some like mafia boss's property, and they were like, "Yo, off with that monkey." He don't live no more.
I think so. You think these are just other monkeys, not the same monkeys? These monkeys would have been tagged though. If they're going to a lab, these would have been tagged monkeys. They may have. I mean, it's possible they may now have just a free monkey on the inside. But I don't know. I mean, like, I want someone to talk to the monkeys and just find out, like, kind of what they did.
Yeah, just do like a little bio,
I guess. And but I also kind of want. I kind of just wanted them to be free out here, more than free. I wanted at least half. I want some of these monkeys just out here, like, I love an escaped animal.
Straight up.
So just kind of out here, I guess, doing whatever it is that they do. Now, if one of them, beats me to the last, bag of chips, I'm gonna be upset. But
he's living.
But he's living. Yeah, I should have been faster.
Yeah. That's it. That's all you learn.
Yeah, it's gonna be harder to be faster than a monkey. But
real talk, yo, right there, boom. That's the title of the 30 for 30. Faster than a monkey. Right there. 3 monkeys break out. Right there. That's the documentary title. Right there.
Faster than
Bill Simmons. Work on that. Okay.
Oh my God.
I want to see that. Neil Young demands Spotify remove his music over false information about vaccines. Neil Young posted a since-deleted letter to his management team and record label demanding that they remove his music from Spotify I am doing this because Spotify is spreading fake information about vaccines potentially causing death to those who believe that this information being spread by them. Please act on this immediately today and keep me informed of the time schedule. I want you to let Spotify know immediately today that I want all my music off their platform," he continued. "They can have Rogan or Young, not both."
Woo! Bars.
Yo, bars.
Don't fuck with Neil
Bars right
Young.
there.
He said they can have Rogan or Young, not both.
Yo, my man coming for you, yo. Young is referring to the steady stream of misinformation about vaccines that Joe Rogan has peddled on the Joe Rogan Experience. Last month, 270 doctors, physicians, and science educators signed an open letter asking Spotify to stop spreading Rogan's baseless claims.
So the reason that the reason that I even included this is, I know there's it's not often that you see too many people threatening to take their music off of Spotify.
Word.
This says Young removed most of his music from Spotify several years ago because he felt the sound quality on the service was too low, but he ultimately relented. That's where people get music, he told Rolling Stone in 2019. "I want people to hear my music no matter what they have to go through to do it. I'm just trying to make it so they hear a lot more and enjoy it a lot more, but sell it for the same price because music is music." So if you don't know who Neil Young is, he's an old head. He, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, that group. It was Crosby, Stills, Nash, or Young and Nash, or Nash and Young. So he was in that, and then he went solo, and, he's just a rock guy. He's revered. People love him.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking about how he was like, "Nah, fuck this. It's either Rogan or me. I'll just take my shit and go." And
Right.
how some of the reaction on Twitter was just people like, wow, just taking your stuff. Like, who's going to, how will people find his music? Who's going to listen? Blah, blah, blah. But like most of his fans are older and they may not even be using Spotify like that anyway. They probably have his stuff on vinyl, or CD box sets or something like that. So he's made a lot of money over the years, So it may be safe to say that this little Spotify coin won't hurt him.
Right.
If he doesn't get it. Especially if I'm just seeing here that, he removed his music before because he didn't like the sound quality on it. So he, he's kind of not fucking around. Yo. He really wants you to get his stuff on vinyl. Because that's what it's, and I've seen the vinyl pressings and the packaging and everything. Like it's art. That's what he wants, right? That was his, vehicle, and that's what he probably would want to continue. So it ain't nothing to take that stuff off Spotify. But
he still does numbers though, Sean.
Yeah, he
I'm
does,
looking now
because he's Neil Young.
Yo, he got 6 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Mm-hmm. His top song, Heart of Gold, remastered, 235 million streams. Mm-hmm. So even old heads are still tuning in.
Yeah, no, people love Neil Young. So it's something that he is the one. I mean, it's notable that he's the one that's like, yo, this misinformation crap's gotta go, because that may call attention to the whole thing for some of his fans.
Right.
Who the anti-vax part of his fan base. And I don't say that to say that there's definitely an anti-vax part of Neil Young's fan base. I say that to say damn near everyone has an anti-vax part of their fan base at this point, because and that's across the board. Like, that's not just rock. That is also rap. That is also country. I bet that is classical. There are some pop people that ain't trying to do vaccine. Like, it's so rampant, for sure, that it's just, there's definitely part of his fan base that's like, I ain't fucking with vaccines. And so for him to be like, no, this is misinformation, may help people who like him to go, oh, wow, Neil don't fuck with it, huh? And there may be people who are very torn, just like Neil Young, but Joe Rogan, but Neil Young, but Joe. Although I don't know if I want to meet that person, but that's possible. That's possible that they're out there.
Yo, shouts to Neil Young. Y'all fuck with this dude now.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
Real talk. I dig it. I'm also looking at his outfit. I'd wear this whole thing. This is dope. I didn't think I'd have that in common with
I don't
Neil
know
Young.
what the outfit is, but I know there's no way you would wear it.
I'd bop with this. He got a little button-up shirt, gray. He got a black tee underneath with some type of like heart logo.
Uh-huh.
The jeans, and he got like a little a derby.
You would wear a derby?
I wore derby every day from age 14 to 16.
Oh no, why?
It was fire. I had like a whole bunch of them. I bought like I went when I was in the school, they let you switch pants. So I had one for each color pants. So I had like a khaki derby, I had a blue derby, a black derby. I started wearing them in like 8th grade for like special occasions. Like I'd wear them to church. And like at my confirmation, I wore the derby. And in the church, after the mass, the bishop shows up to the Archbishop of Brooklyn. He comes to the confirmation ceremony, and he was like, "That's a cool hat." I was like, "Yo, it bodies your hat. Your hat cool, but they don't mess with my derby." You know. So then the next year, he saw me there chilling, and he was like, "Yo, I just got shout out to this dude Gastor. He the only dude that got a nicer hat than me. He's the only guy allowed to wear the hat in church besides me, and I got to wear my derby at the mass." You know.
Did that really happen?
Yeah, St. Michael's, East New York. Straight up. Archbishop of Brooklyn, he was like, yo, that dude could rock the derby in church. I got witnesses. Shout out to Father Zachary. He's the one that made the connect.
Okay. Knowing that you wore a derby for 2 years in your youth, there's some adjustments to be made.
Yeah.
In my brain right now.
Matter of fact, Shot, I'm gonna send you the picture.
Yeah.
I'll post it up on the IG later.
Yeah.
So that our fans can see that. But yeah, straight up, I had a derby. I even think I still got it in my Facebook profile. Like if you look through the pictures, I have a picture of me in a derby in there. Because I posted it on matter of fact, this is how I knew it was wild, like that I was talking the way I was talking I said before. Because like when I was on like AOL, I was sent the only picture I had scanned was this picture of me wearing a derby. And like, so I'm just thinking of like how wild that message was to women. Like, y'all from East New York, Brooklyn. Here's a picture of me in a derby. And this is how I talk.
Oh wow.
Like, it must have been wild. But yeah, I was derby heavy. You know, I thought it was a look.
Well,
but
I guess I stand corrected that you wouldn't wear this outfit. I don't know.
I'm with it.
Look, this derby news is really, I just got to take a moment with it. You got to.
Yo, you got the derby picture right there.
That's.
You know, see me in the derby. This is G. I think this picture is like 14 with the derby.
Oh, wow.
Killing them.
Doing something. You know what I mean? You're doing something with them.
Oh, yo. Derbies was crazy. It was like $40 back then. You know? It was just fire. Super durable. You know, they had a little feather on the side. It was dope, man. Yo, you know it was wild. Like I would be on the J train and like I know like this OG dude, like the first couple times he saw me, he was like laughing. He was, and not even an OG. He was old, but like he felt like an OG to me. But like retrospect, he's probably like 22, right? You know, but like he was like laughing with his mans every time he saw me. Then one day he came up to me. He like, yo, why you wear that hat? And I'm like, cause it looked dope. And like I said it with such confidence that they stopped fucking with me. They're like, yo, I don't know this kid, but like if he wears a derby and is willing to talk back about it, leave him alone.
Yeah.
Like, so and I just became cool with everybody after that. But yo, this was dope.
Wow.
So shouts to Neil Young. I vibe with you. You know what I mean? That shit cool, man. Low key, I got hyped when I saw Pharrell come out with the gallon hat. I was like, oh, he's coming back, baby. Oh man.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Good vibes.
Oh Jesus.
You think you know somebody?
Yeah, you really do.
It's more surprises always.
Always. Always.
Biden curses Fox News reporter after he asked about inflation. That's right. U.S. President Joe Biden was caught on a hot mic cursing Fox News reporter at a White House event on Monday after the journalist shouted a question about the impact of rising inflation on this year's congressional elections. Journalists were ushered out of a meeting of Biden's competition counsel, Peter Ducey. I think that's how you say
Oh, that's how you
White
say
House. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was like cursing or something. There. White House correspondent with whom Biden regularly spars asked if it was okay to ask about inflation and if it was political liability. That's a great asset. More inflation, Biden responded sarcastically over a din of reporters shouting questions, apparently not realizing his microphone was still on. What a stupid son of a bitch, yo.
That's not even that bad, but that's funny.
Oh, man. Right there. That's how you do it, Biden. I rock with that. U.S. Consumer prices have increased solidly since December, culminating in the largest annual rise in inflation in nearly 4 decades. Yeah, I don't know. See, like shit like this is actually what I liked about Joe. Like he just seemed like a regular dude. Like and like he reminded me of like my favorite bosses growing up. Like with shit like that. Like I was like, yo, I vibe with this. I hope he curses out more people. I hope he does it on the mic.
Well, it says here, within an hour of the exchange, Biden called Ducey's cell phone and said, it's nothing personal, pal.
Exactly.
Hey, no harm, no foul, eh? All right, get out of here with your dumb ass.
Oh, man. Yo, props to Joe. I love it. Be you, homie.
Yeah,
you know I mean? Bring back Major and we happy.
That's truly not that bad. I thought it was going to be more of a this motherfucker, but then I realized, I mean, he's a white guy, so what a stupid son of a bitch is white for this motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This was perfect.
Yeah. And that he was being sarcastic before. Just, oh my God, that's so funny. But you know what? I mean, Mercury's in retrograde, so we're all having trouble with communicating right now.
That's how you do it, yo.
You just kind of talk past each other. We're all having issues with it. I get it.
That's it, Joe. That's it. Blame it on the retrograde, Joe.
I just love him just Ducey picking up his phone like, hello. And they're like, we have the president on the line for you. And then he holds. And then he's like, yes, Mr. President. He's like, nothing personal, pal. And then just hangs up. That's just how it is. See? Like, that's so funny to me. Here's a 20. Go buy you something nice. Buy yourself something nice.
Go buy a Snapple, homie.
Yeah, there right. Go get a little ice cream cone.
Go get a pop. Oh, man.
Oh, God, that's so funny.
Shouts to Joe. I rock with you, homie.
Yeah.
Billionaire Mark Cuban launches online pharmacy aimed at lowering generic drug prices. Billionaire investor and Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban has launched an online pharmacy for generic drugs that promises steep discounts over traditional distributors. Mark Cuban Cost Plus Drug Company. Okay, that was a lot of words there in a row.
The Mark Cuban Cost Plus Drug Company.
Yeah,
I mean, he had to put his name in it, but whatever.
Seriously,
okay, I get it.
Showing that. The announcement tells us, okay?
Yeah.
Announced the opening of its online pharmacy on Wednesday, with the goal of helping consumers avoid high drug prices by charging manufacturer prices plus a flat 15% markup in pharmacist fee. All drugs are priced at a cost plus 15%. Sign up and share your thoughts and experience. The launch comes several weeks after the company established its own pharmacy benefit manager. PBMs are the companies that work directly with health insurance, drug makers, and pharmacies to manage drug benefits and have major impact on prices. Just to give you like an idea here of what he's talking about doing, the website currently carries over 100 generic drugs to treat a variety of illnesses, including diabetes, asthma, and heart conditions. One of the drugs for diabetes patients, metformin, sells for $3.90 for a 30-day supply. compared to the retail price of $20, and a 30 count of imatinib, which is used to treat leukemia and other cancers, goes for as low as $17.10 at Cuban's pharmacy, compared to $2,502 with 60 cents at most of the pharmacies.
I saw some people on Twitter talking about like the drugs that they need to get and what it's now costing through this service. And that they will be adding more drugs. Like it's a rolling thing. They'll be adding more and more drugs. Because some people are like, well, what about blah, 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 or whatever it is they take? And they're like, oh, that should be coming soon. We're adding more, blah, blah, blah. So, like, wow. I mean, my money wouldn't have been on Mark Cuban to help out in the, but I'm glad someone is doing it. Instead of fucking going to space. That someone is actually doing something of help. I of course, naturally, I wish we didn't even live in the kind of society and environment where this was necessary.
Right.
But since that seems to be our lot, then I guess we'll let this shark have it. I don't know, right? He's one of those sharks, yes. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Like shit like this, like when I read it, I'm like, I'm hyped that he's doing it. But also like, I'm mad because it's like, clearly you can make money and still do the right thing.
Yeah.
Well, why aren't more people attempting that? Like, you don't need all the money. You can get most of the money.
Right.
And still do right. Like, I as good as this all sounds, I promise you, Mark is still making money.
Yeah, exactly. You know so then it's just like, well, where is he making money? There's like, certainly he's doing some of it out of the goodness of his own heart, but I believe that he's been wealthy for too long to not be like, but where do I get money? And I don't know. Are there subsidies or something? Maybe there's probably some sort of agreement with the companies.
I mean, I might even believe that like it's a volume game. He's saying that with that 15%, I'm going to sell so much that I'm going to make money. And I think that makes sense to me. Like, and I feel like you still get to be rich and yell at, Maverick players for being lazy or whatever. You know what I mean? Do what you do with the games. I think that's dope. Like now you got, a way of like balancing the karma of like, the other billionaires, hopefully. But like when I see stuff like this, I'm like, yo, like there's clearly like ways of you doing good and being profitable. I feel like this is proof of that.
Right.
I'm getting a Mavs jersey. I'm gonna get like the shittiest players Mavs jersey just because of you. Okay, Mark.
Oh, well, I don't know if he wants that. No one wants that for you. Don't do that. And I say that as being a fan of someone who was once a Dallas Maverick. I have followed Steve Nash so many places.
I'm gonna get a Jim Jackson jersey circa like 98.
Okay.
When they was all dating the same girl.
Oh, wow.
They was all, remember the Tony Braxton years? I'm gonna get that Jimmy Jackson drop.
Oh, wow.
It was like him and Jason Kidd.
Oh, wow.
And they all had like, they was all dating the same girl and they broke up that Young Dynasty.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's gonna be me.
That's so petty. That's wild.
Yo, shouts to Mark Cuban. Keep doing good out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, as good as you can do while still making a little money and helping everybody out. Try to find that. The rest of you million and billionaires, try to find that happy medium. Quit going to fucking Space's parking lot because you're not in space. You're not in space, so just quit bullshitting. Quit trying to figure out how to stick stuff in people's brains. Like, just stop it.
That's it. Like, real talk, like if like next year, like this dude was like, yo, I ain't going to space, but Amazon Prime gonna be $79. Like he would get so many more fans.
Wait, how much is Amazon Prime now?
I think it's like $129 for the year.
Oh shit. The very first
Yeah.
time I ever used Amazon Prime, it was $79. So, my brain is stuck in like 2012 or something. 2011, 2012. I'm like, well, wait, is that not how much it is anymore? No, Shalewa, you dummy.
And with markups, yo.
Oh, wow. My bad.
Or like if he did like, yo, everybody making under 50 G's, you get Amazon Prime free.
Something.
Some little shit like that. Show love to the people, That don't hurt your pocket. You still getting it from everybody else. Let them dudes get their free deliveries, on Mother Gaston or something, out there in the PJs. I promise you, man, the goodwill will do a lot for y'all, man.
Yeah, it really would.
Oscar Mayer hot dogs and Velveeta cheese will get more expensive this year, Sha. Unfortunately, the makers of the top food and consumer goods plan to raise pricing this spring. Kraft Heinz said, "Damn, everybody's together." Word, Kraft Heinz? No, god damn. We don't need Avengers team ups for conglomerates. Okay?
Yeah, I don't know if I knew it was Kraft Heinz, but yeah.
That hurt. Like, just reading that, like, god damn, yo. For real, B. Y'all don't even need to be together, man. Like, they make the same shit, right? Doesn't Kraft makes like every type of sauce?
Well,
I feel like I can get Kraft barbecue.
Yeah.
And barbecue was just ketchup with more shit. She already had it. Like, you was there.
Yeah, but I think it's probably been Kraft. I'm sure Kraft has owned Heinz for forever, and what is new is what is being snatched up by them.
My God.
So yeah.
Come on, B. Well, apparently these two bullies, they raising the prices on people. You know what I mean? On dozens of products, including Oscar Mayer cold cuts, hot dogs, sausages, bacon, Velveeta cheese, Maxwell House coffee, TGIF frozen chicken wings, Kool-Aid, and Capri Sun drinks. Basically,
Kool-Aid?
Yeah, yo.
Ain't no one asked you to raise the price on Kool-Aid.
That's what I'm saying, yo. They coming for people, yo. The increases range from 6.6% on a 12-ounce Velveeta fresh packs to 30% on a 3-pack of Oscar Mayer turkey bacon. Most cold cuts and beef hot dogs will be going up around 10%, coffee around 5%, and some Kool-Aid and Capri Sun drink packs will increase by about 20%.
They are tripping.
Yo, they coming for us, B. Come on, man. Kraft, you wouldn't have done this.
No,
if you ain't
I
team up
honestly
with
think
Heinz,
Kraft
man.
would have. On cheese, yeah.
Come on, man.
Cheese and salad dressing, for sure.
This is rough for me.
Yeah, well, hold on. Kraft Heinz is the latest consumer manufacturer to announce plans to boost prices early in the year. Last week, Procter & Gamble said it was raising prices for its retail customers by an average of 8% in February on Tide and Gain and Downy fabric softener and Bounce dryer sheets. ConAgra, which makes such brands as Slim Jim, Marie Callender's, and Birdseye, recently said they would raise prices this year as well. Jesus. If any retailers decide to pass on any of the increased costs, what else are they going to do with it? Really? You really think Key Foods is going to take that hit? Okay. These items will be more expensive for shoppers in stores. Yeah, we know. U.S. consumer prices rose 7% annually in December, the steepest climb in 39 years.
Y'all, it's diesel.
Kraft Heinz has already raised prices on some of these same foods in recent months. All right, so in October, they raised the price on hot dog on Oscar Mayer, and they're about to do it again?
That's what I'm saying, yo. Why you double dipping, yo?
Wow.
You trying to bring back the crack era, man, okay?
No,
I ain't trying to be cooking on a Foreman grill.
What now?
You never cooked on a Foreman grill?
Yeah, I got one now. What do you mean?
Yes, I'm saying we going back.
That's not going back. It doesn't matter if we can't afford the fucking meat. I got a Foreman grill. I got a stovetop. We got a fucking air fryer. It means nothing if I can't afford anything to put in it.
Seriously, yo.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with it. Panini makers, all that shit.
Ramen noodles and peanut butter.
Oh, look, they've already gone up on instant ramen in a way where I'm like, y'all don't understand who buys this.
Yeah.
Like how can they afford? It's and
You gotta do
also
the bulk
because of
buy.
supply chain issues, they ain't got shit. They have like 30 bags of jalapeno ruffles that they just spread out throughout the whole section, and you're like, wow, you ain't got no other chips? And these chips are $6 a bag? What is going on? And I know what's going on. It's the end of days. That's what's going on. I get it.
Yeah, I seen I feel terrible, but I seen this dude trying to yell at his wife about how the Target brand was the same shit
Mm-hmm.
over chips. Like they was like gonna get a divorce in the aisle. And like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. But it's resealable. Okay? Resealable. 3 for $5.
Look,
These 6, like he was going off
I
on
mean,
these chips.
that honestly is probably how you look to some other
Hell
people.
yeah.
But
I bought them. I love the Target brand
yeah,
chips. I bought them
there are some store brands where it's like, oh yeah, no, just go ahead and get that. That'll be fine.
Hell yeah. I buy that exact same one.
But like all of it is like all of it is scarce. Do you know what I mean? It's not just the
Yeah.
name brand stuff. It's the fact that all of that stuff is still made in the same factory. And then
Right.
we just put it in the name brand bag, and then we put it in the no name brand bag, and blah, blah, blah. The issue is at the factory, 82% of their workers got COVID. So
Word. It's just not getting pumped out.
yeah, it's just not getting made. So I store brand or not, like no one's there. No one's there to do it.
Oh, about to fight y'all over these hot dogs.
I know.
You
I mean,
doing
that's
beef.
not my hot dog brand. And actually, I can't even eat hot dogs anymore anyway. Luckily, all of these price increases have fallen in the same way that my acid reflux has increased. So I can't buy any of these things because they're expensive and because they keep me up at night with the reflux. So we all struggling in many
There we
ways.
go. Yeah, I'm good with Maxwell. Now Bustelo comes after us. All right, then my house is gonna crumble.
Who owns
that's all my wife
Bustelo?
drinks.
Who do you think owns Bustelo?
I hope some Cuban lady, like sincerely.
Good luck with that.
I hope it's a Cuban lady who's like family first invented it, and then they like swam to New York and they planted a flag here and hooked up all the minorities with that beautiful, beautiful coffee.
All right. Well, I'm about to go to the website and look at the very bottom of the page and see who's see if it's Kraft or Heinz. Because I don't think it's
Bustelo by Kraft. Nah, B.
all
Bustelo
right. Who is Roland Coffees?
Rolling Coffees.
I
on,
maybe
Bustelo.
I shouldn't dig any deeper because I'm sure I will upset many people.
Bustelo, don't be a sellout, yo.
Hey man. Oh.
They are. Oh, okay, I see already. Yeah.
JM Smucker Company
Come on, man.
has paid $360 million for the Miami-based Roland Coffee Roasters. So Smuckers owns. Is Cafe Bustelo owned by Smuckers? Is the first question down here. Yeah, since 2011.
I had a good run, you know.
Yeah, but that's still not bad. I mean, Smuckers, it could be worse. Yeah. It's all breakfast.
Okay.
I mean, if you put jelly on your toast, it's all breakfast.
Damn, that hurt.
I'm sorry. But Smuckers bought the company that was based in Miami.
Right.
That owned all of these other coffee jams.
We had a good run, man.
Yeah. At least it's not Kraft Heinz.
Man. It's been a rough episode for me.
I know.
Okay?
It's how do you think I feel? I just learned you wore a derby for 2 years.
And pulled it off every day. Okay? I'm up. That's gonna be we ain't post on our IG page in months. That's gonna be the next post. I'm asking y'all. I'm gonna post it on the IG, and then I'm gonna post a Spotify poll. And Gastor pull off the derby. Okay, y'all heard it here first. It's going up Thursday, same day as the episode. Follow us on IG. You're gonna see the picture. It's gonna be great. I think I'm gonna win in the landslide shot.
Okay. All right.
Finally, Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer plans to retire. Stephen Breyer, right?
No,
Supreme Court
Stephen.
Justice Stephen. Oh, Stephen Breyer
Yeah.
plans to retire. I was thinking of like Urkel for some reason.
Oh
I felt
no,
like
that would be with an A.
Stephen Breyer plans to retire, setting up a seismic confirmation battle at the start of the midterm election year as President Joe Biden tries to find his footing with his agenda stalled and Democrats divided in Congress. Breyer, 83, is expected to stay on until the end of the court term and until a replacement is confirmed, a well-placed source familiar with the matter told us. He informed Biden of his plan last week and will formally announce his retirement at a White House event with the president as early as Thursday. Although Biden's pick will not change the balance of the courthouse, given that Breyer will almost certainly be replaced with the fellow liberal, the new nominee is expected to be much younger and could serve on the court for decades. The court currently has 6 conservative justices appointed by Republican presidents and 3 liberals appointed by Democrats.
Okay.
Yeah, the other thing I was seeing a lot of is that he apparently vowed to specifically pick a black woman for this role, which would be dope. So it is something that's currently missing from the 9 that are there. So fingers crossed, you know what I mean? Get some new young blood, some diversity.
Okay. Which who do we think then? Who are the black women judges?
Admittedly, I didn't even know you had to be a judge to be a Supreme Court judge.
Oh my God, Gastor.
I thought like it was just like, y'all rock with you, homie. This is how judging works.
No, can you imagine who Trump would have put in there if you didn't?
I thought you could have been like, yo, my man's, he kind of fine. He made good decisions. He gonna be the new judge.
Oh wow.
Like, cause what if you just a cool dude, you know?
What if you're just a cool dude?
You know, you could be in that role. Why you gotta be a judge to be a Supreme Court judge?
Because it's the Supreme Court.
But like that's like
it's the top court. You don't want just one of your boys up here making decisions on the top court.
Yeah.
No, that's insane.
Cause it's like, right, like when you go to court, the judge is there, but like it's the 12 people that decide, whether or not, you're guilty or innocent. So I felt like, the judge is there to make sure that shit runs.
Yeah, no,
like you following protocol.
There are different kinds of courts.
Right, but like when you go to the Supreme Court, they still do like an actual, like if something goes to them, the 9 of them vote. So I always thought it was like, oh, this is like they call it judge like as a title, but it's just 9 really educated people that like I fuck with.
Yeah, no, because they also have to know the law. Because what they're basically doing is arguing the points of law to like down to the granules, the points of law, right, in order, because what they're doing now stands for the country. So they're having to interpret it for the country, which means you need to know law, which means you need to be a judge in order to know what it means to even pass judgment legally, how things move and all that kind of stuff. It can't just be you're a smart guy, you can probably figure out, because you could be a smart guy but not know what the law actually allows. So you need.
They got like Cliff Notes.
Nah, bruh. Nah, this ain't. It can't just be anybody who knows a little something and looks good in a black robe. This is hardcore shit. So okay. I know he's going to go with a black woman, but you might want to get like your Judge Mathis, your Judge Joe Brown, someone who really knows what they're talking about.
Okay.
Okay. Actual judges. Is Judge Joe Brown still on TV?
I don't know. He should be, unless he's getting his job.
Oh, unless he's getting his job. True.
Wouldn't he be like, how old is Judge? Like, I felt like he was like an adult already, or though.
What do you mean an adult already?
Like how old? Like I felt like he was like 40s or 50s when he was popping.
When he started, right?
Yeah, so he would be too old for this thing.
No, he's not.
Because he's supposed to be getting somebody young.
Perhaps, but let's see.
Like I want to see like him, like because like all these dudes is OGs. I want them to pick like 35-year-old judge. Let him have like a 40-year run.
Yeah, sure. But Judge Joe Brown's been on television. Look, both of us are saying stupid things right now.
I'm pro Joe Brown. I'm just saying he ain't gonna have a long run.
No, he's not. I'm surprised he was on television as long as he was, to be honest with you. It feels like he kept falling asleep. It really felt like he kept falling asleep during these cases. So
like in my heart of hearts, I felt like if he would have like written, like if he wouldn't have written certain books, like Steve Harvey would have been in like Supreme Court.
No, fuck Steve Harvey. Ooh, I'll stand behind that. Yeah.
I'm not saying I wanted him there. I'm just saying he was like pivoting in that direction.
Okay, you know that they have a show, I think it's on ABC, that's called Judge Steve Harvey, right?
So like, can he be like, he's a judge?
No, he's not a judge. It's just for the show where he just decides people, they have a disagreement and he decides whatever. Do you know that there was someone in our scene who was doing a sketch show called Judge Steve Harvey where she played Steve Harvey?
No.
Millie Tamarez?
No, that sounds dope though.
Yeah, she did it a number of times. And she would dress up as Steve Harvey and people would come with like goofy little disagreements. And then she'd do the Steve Harvey thing and make the decision and blah, blah, blah. And now there's a show on with Steve Harvey. And I'm not saying someone stole it. I'm saying someone stole it. So,
hell yeah.
So no, also there's no, I don't want, there are many people I wouldn't want. There are people on the Supreme Court now who I don't want to have any say in any of the laws because they're wild. But I mean, I guess it would be good for Biden, for President Joe Biden to see President Joe Biden would pick Steve Harvey.
Oh
so
yeah.
Then let's go with what Joe Biden would do, which is to hopefully pick a liberal leaning younger Black woman. So that they have some time on there. And I don't know, let's get one of these conservative dudes and lady to fucking, cough one too many times and have to leave the bench, decide they don't want to do the job anymore. That's what I want. Because Trump got two very young people, like in their 40s, like young folks.
Word.
Yeah. But I mean, let's get Clarence Thomas out of the mix. He was bullshit to begin with, and his wife is very active in groups right now that the Supreme Court are having to judge on particular things that these groups facilitated. Like the Supreme Court have to look at cases about the insurrection on January 6th. Right. And Clarence Thomas's wife is out here like giving money to groups to support the insurrection. That feels like someone should look into that.
Yeah, I can't be part of the rules.
Yeah,
man.
like maybe he shouldn't have anything to say if your wife is out here just like, well, we don't see where there was no problem. We're just trying to take back America. And then you get in a case in front of you that's like, hey, these people like stormed the Capitol, right? And you have to be like, look, I know what my wife said, but I swear I won't say the same thing, which is bullshit. There's no way.
Terrible. Come on, B. Talk to your woman.
Anyway, yeah. So look, if you can't get like, I don't know. One of the lady who's in charge of divorce court. If you can't get her and you don't want to get Judge Joe Brown, make sure you get someone good, Biden.
That's it. I want the Asian lady that had the show on Netflix that told us what clothes to throw out. She makes good decisions.
No, I don't think. Well, no, it was left to the people to decide what to throw out.
But she did. It was like mental. Like she like, you know, the what's that? The Star Wars shit. She like
These are not the droids you're looking for.
That's what I want. I want her out there.
Marie Kondo.
Marie Kondo. I want her on the staff. I think she makes solid choices.
Oh boy.
She knows what she wants, what she doesn't, and she has goodness in her heart. Just bring you joy, nah. That law gotta go. You know, boom. That's what I want. I want next. I think she'd be a good look. I want Dwayne Wade. I think Dwayne Wade would be a good justice. I think he makes good decisions. He knows when to step up and be in charge, when not to. I think he looked cool in the black robe.
Okay, that's enough.
Pull that off.
I can't with you anymore. How you're making these decisions. I told you it's more than just who looks good in the black robe. And that's the first thing. Yeah, he's tall, so they're going to have to alter it. Look.
He's going to crush that look right there. I'm trying to think who else. I like those. That's a good two right there, though. I'm starting off strong. I know. Denzel.
No.
Denzel
Why?
Washington. Why? Because he gives great speeches, okay?
He's an actor.
Yeah, but like the clips I see of him on IG Reels, those are real talking points. I've agreed with all of them. I feel like that's what I want. Those three dudes, I think, will be a good look. All
right, so far you've said Marie Kondo, Dwayne Wade, and Denzel.
Yeah. Like, I'd be happy with that trio right there, taking up some spots.
Taking up some spots
in office. And, get like a lawyer, too. Like, to your point, somebody should know, like, the legality. I don't know, like, current lawyers. I'll keep up with those stats.
You know who might actually be good for this? Because they have a lot of discussion about the case, right? It's all of them discussing it all together.
Okay.
I think T.I. might be good for this.
Uh-oh.
Let's go on and put him on the bench. Give him 40 minutes to change our minds.
Yo, this would be the greatest Supreme Court ever.
No, it would not. Actually, it would be more burning in the street than usual. But, at least we'd be laughing at it as we are walking towards our doom.
Supreme Court.
Yeah.
If you would like for this new Supreme Court, sponsored by Supreme Clothing, featuring, that's how it should be, right? The Supreme Court shouldn't be like, these are the people on it. It should be, this is the Supreme Court featuring the Supreme Court All-Stars. Denzel Washington, Dwayne Wade, Miss Kondo, Maria Kondo, lady, folding clothes lady, Maria Kondo. Late edition, David Ortiz. He got the Hall of Fame. He could probably do this too.
Really? You think he's just going to wear a black robe?
I think he would look great in a black robe.
Do you think he would wear just a black robe? You mean to tell me he's not going to put some sort of decals or some shit on that thing? Did you see that shirt when he got the news?
Hell yeah. That's my man's right there. The most Dominican dude ever.
You're Dominican. Okay? You know damn well y'all are not just going to wear a simple black robe. Don't come at me. You know this. Listen, you know this to be true. Man, you wore a derby. And you're a 14-year-old. Y'all don't do anything simple, it seems.
That black man went to Boston.
No, I mean, give him all of the awards for sure.
Converted that whole area. They're like, oh, listen, I know we got a lot of racial issues here, but we like this guy. He changed all of those people's opinions. I want that guy in office. Put him up there.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want the Supreme Court All-Stars to take over, all you gotta do is subscribe to the show, baby. 4 stars. Me, you excited about the news? You're gonna get somebody competent and intelligent, as we should, of course. 5 stars, you want this whole takeover to happen.
This week, I may want you to do 4 stars. I don't know if I like our 5-star option. If you want someone decent and competent to take over the role, give us 4 stars. We'll take the hit.
I'm saying do both. Do both. Get the competent people, get some fun people, mix it up a little bit. You know how parties work. You can't have the same energy from all your guests.
Not a party. Why are you trying to have fun at the Supreme Court?
Yo. Why are we not trying to have fun at the Supreme Court?
Because court's not fun. Let's not make it a party.
It hasn't been fun. It can be
Can
with
it?
this energy. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Why robes gotta have a bad energy? Every robe I've worn my whole life has been great. I felt happy to wear it. You know? New rule. Supreme Courts. They get like the luxurious bathrobes now when they come out. Okay? Let's make these people relax a little more when they're doing these rules. They judging over really serious stuff. You can make better decisions in cotton and velvet and silk and all that.
Okay.
You know?
I think our listeners are very aware that you should not be put in charge of any.
I'm not a law person.
Any law-based decisions. But
if you got any news you'd like us to cover, please DM us directly on Twitter or Instagram at Silky Jumbo, at Gastor Almonte. Shouts to Aaron Anderson for sending us some articles this week. Appreciate you, homie. With all that said, I am future Supreme Court Justice Gastor Almonte, always with the homie, also future Supreme Court Justice.
Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. I'm gonna shake that off. I know I'm wearing what looks like to be a black robe now, but
you're already ready, Shy. You good? Right there, and the orange thing you got on.
Yeah, that's just in case
Big Papi wants to do.
Joe Biden goes through all of the other black women and then gets to me. At least I'm dressed for it, but
boom,
I won't want to do it.
But she'll be ready, you know? This has been a Supreme Court edition of the War Report.
It's been very judgy. It has been very judgy.
Catch y'all next time. Peace.